to another episode of Simply Healed, and tonight I have with me Dr. Jansen again. Doc, welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight again.
Hello, Sean. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here again.
You know, last week we talked about dialysis as a complication for diabetes and hypertension. Thank you everyone for all those questions during the Ask Me Anything session, and we'll have another one of that segment later tonight. But tonight we're going to talk about the topic. How does maintenance meds, right, affect our life? It seems, Doc, from a very instinctive level, we sort of know that it's not a great thing to be eating drugs for 20 years.
Absolutely.
So tonight maybe you give us some clarity of the common drugs that we are taking and what that means for us in the long term.
Okay, so first of all, why are doctors prescribing these medications? No, aside from the obvious reason that hey, your blood pressure is too high, your blood sugar is too high. Okay, so it's basically to control these factors or these parameters in order to prolong the progression of disease. So it's a mouthful, I know.
Basically, it's to slow down.
It's to slow down the disease process.
Okay.
So imagine at the end of that tunnel, it's dialysis. So it's just to make the tunnel longer. Okay, so that's the main purpose. Okay, and it's more of like a prevention and also a treatment as well. But you know, that's why these are called maintenance meds. No, you don't actually get off.
Oh, you don't. Yeah, it's called maintenance. You maintain.
Yeah,
You maintain your disease.
Yeah.
Wow.
You don't get off.
You don't treat your
Yeah.
disease. You maintain your disease.
You maintain these, no?
Yeah.
You don't get off these unless you do something about your lifestyle. Okay? If you don't do something about your lifestyle, then expect that you will be on this for the rest of your life.
And that's not good.
Yeah, it's not good. Of course, there are a lot of side effects with these medications. So here's number one. A very common BP lowering drug. No? So
Blood pressure.
Blood pressure lowering drug, amlodipine, nifedipine, felodipine. Okay, so these three drugs are classified under calcium channel blocker. So one of the more common side effects of this is edema.
What's edema? That's
Edema
like water
is-
building up.
Yeah, it's like in Tagalog it's manas.
Oh,
Okay?
manas.
So
What's so
edema
bad
is,
about that?
It's very. Some patients complain about discomfort in their feet, no, but some actually complain of pain. But if you experience this, no, edema in your feet, the number one thing that would come to mind is, hey, my kidneys failing me.
Oh
Yeah,
wow!
that-
Which goes back to last week's program, dialysis.
That's one of the scares that you can get. No?
Okay.
But of course, it's not.
Okay, it's not.
It's now the safest. No, we actually have 4
Okay.
classification of BP lowering drugs. You have your Statins. I'm sure some of our viewers.
Those of you who are on
know
these drugs, you will know them.
Yeah, losartan, telmisartan, candesartan. I think for me, personally, this is the safest. I mean, I haven't experienced patients who experience bothersome side effects with these drugs. Aside from their blood pressure going down too low, probably because they double dosed. Yeah, forgot that they already took one. So the other one is its cousin. So its cousin is the Prils, Perindopril.
Okay.
Yeah, those classifications.
I always learn so much during these health talks, right? Some of you think that you can become doctors already because you know all these drugs names.
Yeah. Okay. So this classification of drugs is called ACE inhibitor. So one side effect of this, which is really bothersome, is coughing.
Coughing.
Yeah, because
that could be
it
bothersome.
stimulates. It actually blocks a certain enzyme, histamine. Okay, a histamine is something that makes you sneeze, makes you cough. It's the molecule that makes you itch. Okay, so that increases. So cough is one side effect. So you tend to have, tend to cough and cough and cough. You think that it's COVID, but it's not. It's your medication. So that's one. Then another one are the diuretics. So the diuretics,
Yes.
Diuretics is a mouthful, but
it means
it
to
means
cause
it's a
you
water
to
pill. It's
water,
to cause you to
lose
urinate,
water.
urinate a lot. Okay, that is the primary
But
function.
water is so important to the body, right? So forcing your body to dispel water for blood pressure management can have its downside.
Yeah, dehydration.
Dehydration.
You know, if you are dehydration, you get you know the feeling, right? You know the detrimental side effects of dehydration. Another one is electrolyte imbalance. You pee
So
a
that's
lot
not good for your kidneys.
Yeah, it's not, and it's not good for your your overall health as well. But the thing is, you need the diuretics to eliminate water. So diuretics is not used left and right. So for specific cases,
More
it's being
careful.
used. Especially if you have water retention, then it can be used. If you have heart failure, if you have kidney failure, you have your edema, then diuretics can also be used to reduce the amount of water in your body. Yeah. Okay, so those are the BP lowering drugs
For blood pressure.
For blood pressure. Okay?
But related to blood pressure will
Is
be
your-
cardios, which is your
your cholesterol. Okay,
Your
now
statins.
the most common drugs that we prescribe for cholesterol is the statins. Your rosuvastatin, atorvastatin, simvastatin. Okay, the statins. No? So statins is very important to lower the cholesterol because cholesterol is the number one. It's a major risk factor for developing heart attack, stroke. Okay, if you
Wow.
don't lower your cholesterol level, then you have a very high chance, a very high risk for these to happen. Okay, so one side effect of statins is that it elevates your liver enzymes, your SGPT and SGOT.
and that's not good. Is that
it's not good. So it somehow damages the liver.
Wow. Doc, from a I guess Singapore culture, you know, whenever we see a traditional Chinese medicine, we are always reminded that if you ever damage your liver, your life is going to be a nightmare. That future medications will not work so well on you because your liver is damaged. Your eyes will turn yellow, and there'll be so many. Basically, life will be terrible if your liver is damaged. So that sounds like trading one. I mean, that's a very good reason not to be on statins for a long term.
But though it can happen, but not all patients develop these side effects. So statins is a relatively safe drug, but there are certain people who can have these side effects. So it's really very important that you go for your blood chemistry, have your doctor look at them, go for a consult with us so I can take a look at your blood chemistry. No? Another side effect of statins is cramps or muscle cramps. The reason why is it's because statins can actually destroy your muscles. That's why you experience muscle pain or body pains. So if you are taking statins and you are experiencing this
muscle pains,
and you are quite old, it's probably not because of your age, though it can be, but probably not. Okay, so you have to check again with your doctor if you are experiencing these side effects.
So Doc, we talked about blood pressure medication, we talked about cardio, we talked about steroids, diuretics, statins, calcium channel blockers. So it seems to me that the takeaway for tonight is this, that all these maintenance meds are important. You need them, and you told us to take them last week so that we don't develop kidney failure, right? But I think it's so that we don't. But we shouldn't stop them.
Yeah, we shouldn't stop there because these medications, their purpose is only to prolong the disease process.
Buy time.
Yeah, buy time for you. But the point of it all is for you to be healed. Is for you to get off these medications. Okay, if you are well, why would you need these, right? So that's the goal. So in order for you to be able to achieve so, you have to change your lifestyle. That's the answer. Okay, it may sound cliche, or it might sound it's so difficult, Doc, to change my lifestyle. I want that lechon, but sorry, but I want to tell you otherwise. But it's the reality. So,
But Doc, I think this message about changing lifestyle has changed a lot. In the olden days, I'm looking at Beth right now. She's the next generation here in the studio, right? So in my time, changing lifestyle means eating all these horrible diets, living like a rabbit, things like that. But now in the next generation, in today's world, it's trendy. It's about going out in your 40s and running the Spartan obstacle course. It's about running a marathon. Everybody wants to run a marathon now, right? It's about eating plant-based whole foods. I mean, Impossible Burger,
Yeah.
Beyond Meat,
Yeah.
all these are the top companies that are catching the media's attention. And now everybody's talking about growing vegetables in their own garden and things like that. So I think this lifestyle change is not the same as last time. It doesn't sound like a drag anymore. It's something that, this is so basically the solution to your maintenance meds. I like what Dr. Jansen said. Don't stop there. It's just to buy us time so that we can actually go and treat our illness so that we can get off it. Yeah. So I mean, at the end of the day, we instinctively know we shouldn't be on maintenance meds. But Doc, there are some people who say, I'm okay with, I'm 30 years old. I'm okay for the next 45 years.
Yeah.
I believe in taking medication all the way. Is that a safe statement? I mean, I keep thinking your liver and kidneys gotta go at some point. Is it really possible?
Yeah, for some people, I mean, some people with a few medications, they can, they don't feel anything. Their body doesn't, deteriorate. Yeah, for some people, but not all people. So
in fact, most people, and based on our lifestyle, that combination of maintenance drugs and an unhealthy life is not a good combination.
It's not a good combination because you will feel better, your parameters will be better, but the disease process is still there. It doesn't make the disease process go away. I mean, if you have high blood cholesterol, okay, if you have that block in your heart, statins will not make that go away.
That's true. That's why you have first stent, second stent, third stent.
Yeah, even the stents will not make that go away.
Yeah.
Because the problem is you're eating so much cholesterol that your blood is just so thick. Okay, and it just blocks. Even if you put in a stent there, that stent will get blocked again. That's why you need another stent put in or another surgery.
And I can feel the audience right now. They want to ask Doc the important question. How can we get off our maintenance meds? So Doc, just a one-word question, and then we'll jump into the Ask Doc Anything. Can we get off our maintenance meds?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so now we go to that point where you ask how. All right, so thank you very much for joining us for this first segment. We'll now move to the most important and lively segment, which is when you ask Doc Jansen how you can get off all these maintenance meds. So Doc, any last words before we jump into our Ask You Anything segment?
Now, I also see the questions are piling up, so I think people are excited. I just want to thank all of you for staying here with us. Thank you for listening. Thank you for continuing
support our channel.
Support us. Yeah. So without further ado, let's go to the Ask Me Anything segment.
Yes, Ask Doc How.